Isn't it weird that the CEO of any company has to leave his own company? CEO is a very responsible position in any company. He's just like the engine of any brand. Thousands of lives are connected through this one decision. If the CEO of any company does not have the potential, he can't bring that success to the company. This is not just any hypothetical situation. A lot of companies have been sunk due to an incapable CEO. Today, I am talking about the famous electric truck and pickup making brand, Rivian. Rivian Automotive is an American electric vehicle automaker and automotive technology company founded in 2009. It is building an electric sport utility vehicle and a pickup truck on a skateboard platform that can support future vehicles or be adopted by other companies. An electric delivery van is also being built as part of a partnership with Amazon. Rivian started deliveries of its R1T pickup truck in late 2021, and as of March 2022, the delivery van and R1S SUV were still in development. The company plans to build an exclusive charging network in the United States and Canada by the end of 2023. But as I have told you earlier, that if the CEO loses control over the company, the situation starts going from bad to worse. And the same thing happened to Rivian. Rivian lost the faith of his customers only because of his single decision. Let me clear the whole scenario. U.S. electric vehicle startup Rivian Automotive suddenly announced to increase the selling prices of its vehicles by about 20% due to inflationary pressures and higher component costs. Rivian said the starting price of its R1T electric pickup trucks has gone up by about 17% and its R1S sport utility vehicles by about 20%. And this increment is not only for the new buyers, but also for those who have pre-ordered the vehicle. It would affect most of the customers who have already placed pre-orders for the vehicles. Imagine how disappointing this decision is for the customers. They maintain their budget, invest a big amount of money in the car, and suddenly this announcement is nothing but a big disappointment. It's so heartbreaking, and the company will definitely lose its customer base. See, a 20% increment is not a small amount. Hence, the customers started the cancellation of the orders, and this brought a downfall to this EV brand. This is the time when the CEO realized the loss of control over the company. They were facing an all-around loss, either it's financial or monetarily. To handle this situation, the company decided to cancel the increment and sold the vehicle at its initial cost that the company had decided earlier. But until then, a majority of users had canceled their orders and lost the faith in the brand, and newcomers were unable to rely on the company due to these ups and downs in the price, and the company started facing losses. Even its shares fell down. We remain cautious about Rivian. While the company certainly has a lot going for it, including a solid product that caters to one of the most profitable segments of the auto industry, and a large anchor customer in Amazon, which has ordered 100,000 delivery vans with Rivian to be delivered by 2030, we think there is much risk at Rivian's current valuation. Scaling production isn't easy for young automotive companies, and we've seen this in Tesla's case as well. Although we aren't saying that Rivian won't be successful with its ramp, there will quite likely be hiccups along the way, and we could see more attractive entry points for the stock in the coming years. Moreover, there might be cheaper ways to play the electric pickup truck space. For example, Ford stock, which is valued at about $82 billion versus $100 billion for Rivian, has big EV ambitions, and early interest in its new F-150 Lightning EV has been exceedingly strong, with the company logging about 200,000 reservations versus about 55,000 pre-orders for Rivian. Ford's trucks will likely have better brand loyalty, and the company also has a proven manufacturing track record. Rivian has a couple of things going for it. It has marquee early investors including Amazon, which holds a 20% plus stake, and Ford. The company has two vehicles in its lineup, including the R1T pickup truck and the R1S SUV, which will cater to the most lucrative segments of the automotive market. SUVs and crossovers count as the most popular vehicle body style in the US, while pickups have among the thickest margins. Moreover, the company is also developing a delivery van for Amazon, which plans to deploy about 10,000 vans by 2022 and 100,000 by 2030. However, we have multiple concerns about investing in the IPO. Firstly, it's not clear what the company's competitive advantage really is. Tesla, for example, has innovated on the battery, self-driving, and software front while building production capacity relatively quickly. Competition in the electric truck market is also set to intensify. For example, Tesla, which has largely focused on cars and luxury SUVs, thus far is looking to enter the pickup market with its Cybertruck, going into production this year. The Cybertruck, which reportedly has over 500,000 pre-orders already, is likely to be priced starting at around $40,000 compared to Rivian's offering, which will begin at a much steeper $67,500. Ford is also going to make an electric version of its F-150 pickup, the best-selling U.S. automobile, and the initial demand for the vehicle has also been robust. It's safe to assume that customers will have several other electric pickups and SUVs to choose from in the coming years. The $60 billion plus valuations Rivian is seeking is ahead of established auto companies such as Honda and approaches Ford's roughly $70 billion market cap. This comes despite the fact that the company only began to produce its vehicles a few months ago and expects deliveries of just 1,025 this year. There's too much price risk for the stock at these levels in our opinion. But after all these ups and downs, we hope to see Rivian back in the market with more determination. We know it's not that easy for Rivian to make a place in the EV market again. Tesla has a kind of monopoly in this market. Tesla is the only one of the group that's turned into a profitable, high-growth business, but it's still a car company that trades like a software maker. Much of the hype is tied to boisterous CEO Elon Musk, the richest person on the planet. He has a net worth of close to $300 billion, mostly tied to his Tesla holdings. Scaringe, who has a PhD in mechanical engineering from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, is far from Musk's financial mark, but he has created a similar ownership structure that gives him outsized authority. Rivian, which is based in Irvine, California, has two classes of stock. Scaringe owns just 1% of Class A shares, or those held by the broader investor base, and is available for trading. But he owns 100% of Class B shares, and each one has 10 times the amount of voting control as a Class A share. Add it all up, and Scaringe, who is also chairman of the board, has 9.5% voting control. His veto power is even greater. That's because in order to make any major changes at the board level or in the company's bylaws, the holders of at least 80% of Class B shares would have to go along with the move. In addition to his hefty equity holdings, Scaringe has the opportunity to dramatically increase his wealth if the company performs well. To succeed, Rivian's vehicles will have to not just be novel, but great. The first iterations rolling into the world have won praise, but also display technical gremlins, including rogue windshield wipers and an adaptive cruise control system on the blink. The company is barreling towards Wall Street with almost $1 billion in net losses in the first half of the year. The ranks of expectant customers are getting restless. But Scaringe is beginning to find his footing, and true to form, he's running at full speed. He's also limping a little bit too. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to smash the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching.